to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Roll call, Karen.
Mayor McKine. Vice Mayor Watkins.
Present.
Councilman Reinhardt.
Present.
Councilman Johannes.
Present.
Councilman Duke.
And I bet if I said yes, they'd have said the same thing.
Probably.
Here. Public comments. Hearing none. Consent agenda, Brandon.
I have nothing to add on that.
Does anybody have any questions? Hearing no questions, would somebody like to entertain a motion?
I'll entertain a motion to approve the consent agenda.
Do we have a support?
I support.
We have a motion, support. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? It passed. We start into new business. Brandon.
Thank you, Mayor McCon. Concord Excavating has submitted their 5th pay request for the Ruggles/Compton Street project. The amount requested is $213,975.76. In your packet is the pay request from Concord, along with a letter from the engineer, Brian Newhoff. The engineer stated all the work to date has been completed in general conformance with the plans and specifications. There will be probably one more pay request following this one. If there's any questions on that.
Well, hearing no questions, would anybody like to entertain a motion?
Motion to approve Concord Excavating payment request number 5.
Okay, do we have a support?
I support.
We have a motion and a support. All those in favor of approving the Concord Excavating payment, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Approved resolution to support to apply to the MTPP Risk Management Grant.
Thank you, Mayor McCon. The city's property and liability insurance carrier, Michigan Township Association Participating Plan, offers grants that reduce risk exposure for its members. The city has been awarded grants to this program in the past, including for the purchase of a sewer camera, Greenwald Park cameras, City Hall cameras, taser purchases, and more. I'm working on obtaining quotes for connecting the police department to the fire department's generator, which is large enough to handle the entire building. Estimate the cost would be probably around $4,000. If awarded, the grant would cover up to 50% of the cost, up to $5,000. A resolution of support is needed to apply for this grant that is due at the end of October. November. Sorry.
Well, I'm pretty sure that council is going to want you to apply for any grant you can, and this would be just fine.
They want to make sure that the community is going to support and fund the project.
Does anybody have any questions? Hearing none, would anybody like to entertain a motion?
I'll entertain a motion to approve resolution of support to apply for MTPP Risk Management Grant.
Do we have a supporter?
I'll support.
Okay, we have a motion and support. Any questions? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? That passed. City staff comments.
It's getting darker sooner. That's about it.
Chuck?
Leaves,
Leaves?
get them out so we can pick them up. We'll go until snow gets too deep, so get them out there.
Break them to the curb line, not into the road though,
Right.
correct?
Right.
Between the sidewalk and the curb.
Yep. Scott?
Speaking of grants, we did apply for assistance to firefighter grant to purchase new airbags, which we use for lifting vehicles and equipment. Unfortunately, we did not receive that grant, but we'll try again next year. We had our fire prevention activities. We went to all the schools, elementary schools, St. Mary's and Head Start. And capped off the week with a open house and pizza party, and we had an estimated 500 people come to that event, so it was very well attended. That's
Tell
all I
them
got.
how many pizzas you went through.
Through, I don't know, it was about 40.
You feed them, they'll come. That was a nice event.
Yep, it turned out very well, and that is sponsored by local businesses and individuals, so that was all donated monies.
Very nice.
Great PR for the community. Okay, city managers report.
Thank you, Mayor McCon. I'm in the process of updating the city's 5-year Parks and Rec master plan. The draft plan contains a recreational inventory, community description, and information on the administrative structure of the city's Parks and Rec department. The other necessary sections will need to be completed following the public input and planning process. At least 2 methods of public input are required in order to meet state guidelines. The first will be an online survey. This has been drafted and released for public input on our parks and recreation amenities and the kind of amenities people would like to see. That survey is available on the city's website and Facebook page. Based on the input we receive, I will develop goals and an action plan for the document. The second opportunity for input will be at a public hearing after the plan has been out for public review for at least 30 days. So final approval of the plan is made by the city council following the public hearing and passage of the resolution of adoption. The Compton and Rebel Street project, top course of payment has been completed on October 28th. Construction signs have been removed, a punch list was created on that day with a number of smaller cleanup items. While the project isn't completely buttoned up yet, it's substantially complete. The signs will be installed hopefully this week, and the striping is expected to be done tomorrow.
Fantastic.
Questions on that?
Council comments. Bill?
I think the police department did a good job keeping everybody safe during Halloween this year. Yes, sure did. I've seen the fire department respond very quickly from my window. Listen to my scanner. Thanks for all they do, and send our condolences to Paul and his family. He lost his mom yesterday morning. Firefighter, significant, yes. That's all I have.
Joe?
I got a new favorite road to ride my bike on. Ruggles looks nice. Hey, what did the cross-country get? How far did they get? Does anybody
They
know?
won regionals and they
They won.
placed 11th as a team at state, which is phenomenal.
In cross-country, that's really good, so
Yeah.
congrats.
Yes. Rick?
Yeah, I'd like to start out. Chuck, thanks a lot for last month's meeting, helping us along. You were a real blessing to have here, that's for sure. We appreciate you, all your input on what we needed to do. And I'd like to say that Rebel Street is very nice. I hope that when people are driving and they're not on phones and texting, and they pay good attention to Chuck and his crew out there. Because they are along the streets, they're along US 12, trying to pick up leaves and clean up. And I see sometimes, one time, I seen them, I thought a car could have been a little nicer to them, and I hope we can get that out there. And the other one is on Ruggles. I hope when the weather gets bad, because people are coming out of Ryan pretty fast, lickety split. And now we got 2 sidewalks, one on each side, and I'm hoping that kids aren't gonna start dodging back and forth, And in wintertime, when it's snowing and that, people aren't gonna see as well. So I hope that they pay real good attention, and once again, they're off their phones, because it's new to the kids too. We got this new sidewalk, and I'm just hoping that, that we can be a little protective. Because I see them, like when the ball games get out, back in those soccer fields, and then people are flying out of there. So let's hope everybody's safe.
thank you to the city staff and everybody for their hard work, and just wanna wish everybody a happy Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna give an observation on Halloween. I thought it went very well. There was a lot of kids. I was impressed on the amount of parents that were with their kids, supervising their kids. That gave me a warm heart that they're being watched. I see there was virtually no vandalism around town. That's because you guys do your job. That's why. So thank you. Ruggles Street, I am concerned about the speed that people are going down. Cause I noticed that now that
Nice
it's
smooth
nice and
surface.
smooth,
Yeah.
they're moving right along, so, if you guys could just keep track of that.
Absolutely.
Ruggles Street looks great, especially from my house, because I was right in the middle of it, so I saw everything going on. But, yeah, it looks great. They, at least in my area, they did everything, as far as getting the grass and everything taken care of, and I'm very pleased with it. Scott, I had written down here for your fire open house, but once again, thank you. Especially for what you did, you and some of the other guys did for the students going down and teaching fire safety. That is so important. Chuck, the leaves, they're good. It'll be the most unopportune time that they finally come down. But, you know that we're all there helping from the distance. Sports. Once again, our students have made me proud, has made Bronson proud. Volleyball is moving along fast. They're moving forward. Football's gonna be going into playoffs. And cross-country with 11th place in the state from Bronson, that's pretty amazing. And to win districts, like I say, they make us proud. With that being said, everybody have a happy Thanksgiving, stay safe. And it won't be long, and it's gonna be cold, and make sure your windshield's clean before you leave the house. Anybody like to entertain a motion?
Now, Dave, train motion to adjourn?
Do we have a support?
Support.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Done.
13 minutes.